this video, we'll be looking at the theme of thin moves. This position was from a game played in the 50th Shoreikai 3-Dan League between Tokuda and Masuda Yusuke, played on November 11th, 2018. So first remarks about the position is that we see that White's attack starts converging on the 6th file, especially on the 6-6 square. And if White had a pawn in hand, then 6-6 pawn would be very strong. At the moment he's fugire, that is no pawns in hand. Okay, so pause the video and try to find the move for White. Okay. In the game he played 6-6 silver, which is a thin move. Instead of that, what he should have done was 5-6 pawn. And the reason is that this coordinates all of the attacking pieces perfectly and aims to get a pawn in hand. It's going to be much easier to find follow-up moves. They call this tega hiroi, or literally a broad or wide move. This kind of move contains much more aji than one that's thin. If the pawn is taken, then after silver recaptures, there's a threat of silver 6-7 promote. Let me just pass a move just to show it. And now either 6-6 pawn or 8-9 gold will win. So that was a threat. Let's go back. So at this point he has to play 5-7 pawn to defend. And now he can bust through. And if the king tries to do a quick escape to 5-8, you can keep closing in. This is a nice move. If the lance takes, then knight 3-5, threatening 4-7 silver. The silver is kind of overworked because it's defending the lance. Let's go back. If the silver takes instead, then you can sacrifice the rook. And we have this pincer attack. The threats of 6-7 silver, 4-7 silver, or even maybe a 6-6 knight drop. Black is lost here. Let's go back. And instead of 5-8 king, if he tries to defend the head of his king with a pawn drop, then again we have like this pincer attack, threatening 5-8 silver, 6-8 gold, and you can just keep attacking. 6-5 pawn. Again, black is lost. Okay, so that's what happens if pawn takes on 5-6. So instead of that, if he takes on 6-5 like that, then lance takes, silver up. Okay, so we see that there's aji on the 6th file, there's aji on the 5th file. So it's going to be easier to find follow-up moves. This pawn drop. And now either 6-6 knight or you can even sack the rook here. check. Something like this could happen. Or instead of 6-6 knight drop, if he tries to quick escape, then there's this fork. Yeah, white's winning. Yeah, black's king is way too weak for something like this to work. Black's gonna get mated. Yeah, this is just like that. Yeah, so 5-6 pawn is a correct move. Instead of that, Masuda played 6-6 silver. The attacking pieces all converge on 6-6, but this ends up being thin. A thin move is one that doesn't have good follow-ups. Many times the pieces end up getting traded off. The attack dissipates and has to be built up again. Because of this, it can also be looked at as a loss of time. What did Tokuda play? Pause the video and try to find the next move. He played 7-5 pawn, attacking and defending. So he hits one of the pieces that supports the attack and also defends on the 6-7 square. Let's go back a move just to show what happens. I mean, if black had to capture like this, then everything would be, great for white because of this. Okay. Yeah, threat mate. Also, just threatening to take the rook and mating him. Oh, and if 7-9 king instead. Yeah, another pincer situation. Yeah, so he doesn't need to allow the attacking pieces to continue to advance. So Tokuda played this very strong move. So this is, we're going to see what I meant by it. The attack kind of dissipates. Okay, so the defenders are being traded off. So it doesn't look so bad right now at the moment. But then how is he going to follow up now? Yeah, he plays 5-6 pawn. But the only thing about this is there's nothing to interpose with on the fifth file. So what did Tokuda play? Yep, 5-5 lance. You're just cutting off the attack. Now if he takes it with the rook and then tries to promote like this, and he takes the knight, threatening to take the gold. Okay, all of the attackers ended up getting traded off. So very thin. Now black can just pile up like this, and then he's winning. So instead of rook takes lance, Masuda promoted the pawn. Okay, so we see that the two bishops and the knight are coordinating, pretty decently, but black's king is advanced, and can run to this right side of the board. It's very spacious, so it's going to take a long time to surround it. So black is winning here. Okay, so we're going to advance further into the game to this point. So pause the video and try to find a good move for white. Okay, 6-7 pawn is very strong. If the king runs to 5-8, okay, threatening to infiltrate on 6-8. Okay, threatening 6-8 rook. White is winning there. If he takes a pawn like that, uh, 5-6 gold. Yeah, it's completely lost for black. Going back. Oh wait, okay. Yeah, instead of 5-6 gold, if he recaptures it, just to also to protect the rook. You know, there's still stuff going on around here, so check. Yeah, he's going to get mated like that. Okay, so 6-7 pawn was a very strong move, but that wasn't the move that was played in the game. What he did was take the gold, but again, this move is too thin. The attacking pieces get traded off. Okay. So very desperately trying to close in on the king, but okay, just stopping the king from escaping to 8-4. This type of move, it's good to remember, because if you look at this situation, one of the aims for white is to move his king to 8-4 and try to get an entering king, just to make it unmateable. So this blocks it. Okay, so the pawn is gone, but the Nigamichi is made more narrow. If silver takes, then 7-1 bishop leads to mate, so he has to run up. And just very calmly solidifies his attack. This would be an example of tegatai. That's a solid attacking move. What would be thin is if he captured immediately. This would be very bad. So tegatai. So he did end up capturing the rook after all, but notice that there's an inclusion of this gold and knight here. So that makes a huge difference in terms of attack. Okay, and counter check. Blocking counter check. Okay, and white resigns. There's no more attack, and black threatens to take the horse and mate. So thin moves are weak moves that lack good follow-ups. Attacking pieces get traded off, and the attack must be built up again, which requires valuable time. Instead, we want to find either tegatai seme, that is solid attacking moves, or tega hiroi, or broad or wide moves, which are much easier to follow up. Good or easy to find follow-ups usually means that you'll have the initiative. One final thing to point out is that thin moves shouldn't be mistaken for being light ones. Sometimes people get confused by this distinction, and we'll be going over this comparison later on. Thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you found that you benefited from this, please consider supporting the stream with donations. You can find the link to Streamlabs in the description section. Okay, I will see you guys later. Take care. Bye.